Maxwell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Completes it to Hardman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. They're going to look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And this will be taken at the 13. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Here's Wilson to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Got some room at the 30. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And all the way up to the 37-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Throw left side complete. It's Peterson. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Here's Wilson. Here's a screen to Powell. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jaguars nothing.
Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
It's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Taking on the midfield logo. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
At the Jaguars, 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll give to Peterson out of the gun. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
That's good.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They run. Peterson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 2nd down, Peterson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. To the right side to Eric Ebron. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. It's the fullback. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Bengals 14, Jaguars nothing. Chris
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
On the stop. A gain of 5. And a Jaguar first down.
2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bengals take
second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson steps away to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Taking it about the 36. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Back to throw now on 1st down. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Bengals grab it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Recovered.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Ebron caught left side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. He's going deep for Brown. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Wilson's pass intended for number 17. Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0 as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Jacob Hollister, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
It was
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
It's a gain of 3.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Brought down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Tackled by
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Another run by Lindsey. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
on the carry.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
There's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Ndamukong Suh gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
3rd down. 3rd and long.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Now they'll
throw here out of the gun. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game. That the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Eric Ebron, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Is no good. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Jakeem Grant on the return. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
12 at the 36-yard line.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. From the gun, Wilson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. That's Thomas Davis on the sack. Came in the league way back in 2005. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And that is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded at the 20. Gets around him. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
And it's third down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. A 10th carry now for Peterson. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D.
3rd down and 11.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Cincinnati, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 47. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. You just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. opportunity. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Wilson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 17. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Not much there, only a yard.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
2nd and 9 now. He's going to launch this thing way downfield, and it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And a nice job there skipping away from the 1 tackle and ends up getting 5 yards out of that. 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
14.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
1st and 10.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Jags grab it. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Watch out. Sit.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up
after the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
A chance of wasting this great starting field position. A real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
It's just me and you.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 15. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, that means talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Wilson wants to throw it. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 44-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Another tote for the workhorse here this afternoon, Peterson. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
3rd and 7.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati